How much land does a man need? This is the question. This is the story we are going to take up today. This is the story again by a Russian author. You've just read Anton Chekhov. This is by Leo Tolstoy, who was more famous for his two novels, War and Peace and Anna Karenina. But he wrote several short stories, and this is by far one of the most widely read and most important stories. Here is a picture of Leo Tolstoy. Leo Tolstoy looked like this. Have a closer look at him. And here is a list of the stories by Leo Tolstoy. A Candle, After the Dance, Albert, Alyosha the Pot, An Old Acquaintance, and the present one, How Much Land Does a Man Need? The list is a long one. This is a few stories by him. You can always look up the list and try to find some more stories and read them when you get an opportunity. How Much Land Does a Man Need? Is an 1886 short story by Leo Tolstoy about a man who in his lust for land forfeits everything. Lust is greed, extreme greed. Here's a summary of the story. The protagonist of the story, whose name is Paham, is a farmer. He one day overhears the discussion between his wife and her sister, who has come from the town, comparing the relative benefits of town life and country life. The wife of Paham makes a remark that country life is far more peaceful and far more happier. If they had land, they would be very prosperous. Pam thinks that and he remarks to himself that if he had enough land, he would not fear the devil himself. Devil, when he says devil, the devil is present there. The devil hears him without Pam noticing the devil. Devil, of course, devil or Satan is a supernatural element. Satan accepts the challenge and decides to give Paham more and more land and thereby overpower him. So Paham immediately gets to own a piece of land in his village. And then he becomes rich, he gets more and more land, he clears his debts and lives a more comfortable and happy life. But then there is temptation. A stranger comes to visit him and advises him to go to a new land where he can buy lots of land and become richer. Paham just does that. He goes to a new place, he takes his family there, and he first gets to buy some land from there and then some more. But then all this land is not at one place. He then starts desiring for more and more land. He desires that all his bit of land should be in one place so that he can take care of his crops more comfortably. He is almost uh, about to get that, about to make a deal when he has another stranger to visit him. This stranger offers him to go to the land of Bashkirs and get as much as land as he wants. So there he proceeds to the land of Bashkirs. He finds fertile and good land and wants to have it all. He makes a deal with the leader of the Bashkirs, and the deal is a strange one. It is a sum of 1,000 rubles per day. Have you heard of a deal which says this much amount and per day? It will be per feet or per acre or whatever it is. But then he says, yes, he accepts that, and all he has to do is to go from one point at sunrise and reach the same point at sunset on the same day, and the land will all be his. But if he is not able to reach that point, he will lose his money and will receive no land. So he does that, and he thinks it's a very good deal. Even when you read it, you feel that it's a very good deal, because all you need to do is you have to walk and cover as much land as you can, and then reach that point, and then you'll become the owner of that piece of land. But is it that easy? He sleeps and has a dream, but before that he's too excited, and he feels that he'll become the owner of a large stretch of land. And then he thinks about all the people whom he has met during this process of acquisition of so much of land and all. And he has a weird dream. He dreams that the first stranger is the devil. And then he dreams of the second stranger who came to visit him. He also sees him as the devil. And finally, he also sees the Bashkir chief as a devil. And he sees himself falling at his feet and lying dead, and the devil laughing. But then he gets up, and then he feels that this was just a weird dream, and he sets out for his mission. They all assemble at the starting point, which is a hillock, and from there he has his comfortable shoes, his extra piece of clothing, and food and water and everything. But in the process of trying to cover more and more land, he gets rid of these things. He doesn't even have his food. He doesn't drink water, and ultimately he is dead tired. He loses his way, and by the time he can make it back, it's almost sunset. And when he comes back, he almost drops down at the foot of the hill, but then the Bashkirs start cheering up, and he tries to climb up because the sun has not yet set. And as he climbs up, he is so exhausted, and more so exhausted because of climbing up the hill, that he falls at the feet of the Bashkir chief as he had seen in his dream, and he drops dead. The servant who had accompanied him to this land of Bashkirs immediately digs a grave. It's 6 feet long, about 2.5 feet wide, and Paham is buried there. So the answer to the title, to the question in the title, how much land does a man need, is provided here. That is barely 6 feet. Here's a brief summary in Hindi for those who cannot make it, who cannot understand um, the summary which I have given you. But try reading the story again and again. You'll be able to summarize it as I am doing it now for you. पाहम नाम का किसान है जो कि अपनी पत्नी और उसकी बहन को वार्तालाप करते हुए सुनता है, जिसमें कि दोनों बहनें अपनी अपनी लाइफ को डिस्कस करती हैं, जिसमें कि एक बहन अपनी सिटी लाइफ की तारीफ करती है, जबकि दूसरी अपनी गांव की लाइफ। पैम यही सोचता है कि यदि उसके पास बहुत सारा जमीन होता तो वो डेविल से, शैतान से भी नहीं डरता। ये बात शैतान सुन लेता है और तय करता है कि अब तो उसको जमीन दे देकर ही उसे अपने अधीन करेगा। तो ऐसे ही एक बात बनती है और पैहम जमीन का ओनर बन जाता है, कंफर्टेबल लाइफ जीने लगता है। लेकिन फिर एक स्ट्रेंजर आता है और उसको दूसरी जमीन का लालच देता है, दूसरी जगह, तो दूसरी जगह वो शिफ्ट कर लेता है, वहां और भी जमीन हासिल करता है सस्ते दाम पर और भी जमीन का ओनर बन जाता है। लेकिन फिर ऐसा ही एक स्ट्रेंजर आता है और उसे बशकीर नाम के एक ट्राइब्स के यहाँ बहुत सारी जमीन है, ऐसा लालच देके उसे वहां से भी दूर भेज देता है। वो एक सेवक को लेकर बशकीर ट्राइब्स के यहाँ जाता है, वहां उसे बहुत खूबसूरत अच्छी जमीन दिखाई देती है और वो उनको गिफ्ट्स देकर उन्हें लुभाता है। वो उसके साथ डील करने को तैयार हो जाते हैं और उसके साथ बशकीर चीफ जो है वो एक डील करता है कि वो कितना 1000 रूबल्स में क्या करेगा, उसको एक दिन, ऐसा कोई डील होता है जमीन का कि एक दिन में 1000 रूबल्स पर वो कितनी भी जमीन ले सकता है। डील ये होती है कि 1000 रूबल्स रशिया की करेंसी वो वहां रखे और पैम को जितनी जमीन कवर करना पड़ेगा, अपने पैरों से वो जितना जमीन कवर कर सकता है सूर्योदय से सूर्यास्त तक, वो उसकी जमीन होगी। लेकिन वो कब होगी, जब वो सूर्यास्त के समय उस पहली जहां से स्टार्ट किया था उस स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट पे पहुंच जाए। तो पैम को सुनकर डील बहुत इजी लगता है, तो पैम उसे करने को तैयार हो जाता है। एंड लेकिन होता क्या है, इतना जितना सुनाई देता है इतना सरल नहीं है। पैम जब स्टार्ट करता है तो उसके पास, उसको पहले दिन रात को नींद नहीं आती है। वो एक विचित्र सा सपना देखता है जिसमें वो अपने आप को बशकीर चीफ के पैरों में गिरा पाता है। उससे पहले उसे दिखाई देता है उसकी पहला स्ट्रेंजर, जो वो भी एक डेविल के रूप में, दूसरा स्ट्रेंजर जो उसे लाया था वो भी एक डेविल के रूप में, और अंत में अपने आप को मरा देखता है। ऐसा सोचकर वो उसे सुबह जब उठता है तो वो अपने इस स्वप्न को डिसमिस कर देता है कि ये तो केवल एक बुरा सपना था। अब जब वो ये अपना जमीन की चाह में दौरा करने की कोशिश करता है तो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट में बशकीर वहां इकट्ठे होते हैं। वो जब निकलता है तो उसके पास अच्छे से जूते होते हैं, अच्छे कपड़े होते हैं, उसके पास खाने को होता है, पानी होता है। लेकिन जब और जमीन की चाह में वो चलने लगता है तो धीरे धीरे सब कुछ छोड़ता जाता है और वो ढंग से न खाता है न पीता है और रास्ता भटक जाता है। और धीरे धीरे जैसे ही वो सूर्यास्त के समय वापस उस जगह तो पहुंचने की कोशिश करता है तो जमी उस पहाड़ी के नीचे ही वो ऑलमोस्ट थका हारा गिरने को तैयार होता है और सोचता है कि अब सब कुछ हो चुका। लेकिन वो जो बशकीर हैं वो खूब ताली बजाकर उसे पहाड़ी पर चढ़ने को बुलाते हैं। तो जैसे तैसे जब वो पहाड़ी पर चढ़ता है तो बशकीर चीफ के चरणों में जाकर वो गिर पड़ता है और उसकी मृत्यु हो जाती है। वो क्यों? क्योंकि वो बहुत ज्यादा थका होता है, उसे और कुछ पाने की हिम्मत ही नहीं होती है, वो तो मर जाता है। उसका सेवक जो होता है वो तुरंत उसके लिए एक गड्ढा खोदता है जो कि 6 फीट मात्र का होता है जिसमें कि उसे दफनाया जाए, और वही वो किया जाता है, उसे वहां दफना दिया जाता है। इस प्रकार ये स्टोरी एंड होती है। तो पहली जो क्वेश्चन थी हाउ मच लैंड डज अ मैन नीड का आंसर मिलता है आपको लास्ट लाइन्स में कि इट इज ओनली 6 फीट लॉन्ग एंड अबाउट 2.5 फीट वाइड। Coming to the themes of the story, see, it's not as simple a story uh, as I have told you. It's a beautiful story, but it has some underlying meanings in it. It's a story about greed and the power to corrupt man. ग्रीड जो है, यदि लालच हम में बढ़ती जाती है तो हमें कैसे आकाश से धरती पर लाकर पटक सकती है। पैम के पास अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलता जाता है, लेकिन उसकी चाह बढ़ती जाती है। हमें इतना मिले तो हम इतने की चाह करते हैं, है ना। और फिर कहते हैं पैसे आते बुरे नहीं लगते। The dangers of greed and ambition. जब बार बार पैम को दस्तक मिलती है कि अब बस करो, अब ज्यादा लालच नहीं करो, लेकिन उसकी महत्वाकांक्षा, उसकी और चाह जो होती है वो और बढ़ती जाती है, और उसमें टेम्पटेशन, इसकी लालच बढ़ने से वो और ज्यादा चाह करने लगता है और ज्यादा कोशिश करने लगता है। He becomes more and more greedy. He starts living a very comfortable life when he gets land, when he acquires land. And then even when he shifts to a new place and acquires a lot of land, he becomes quite wealthy. But still, his greed doesn't subside. And that leads him to the land of Bashkirs and finally to his death. Leo Tolstoy has given a picture of the 19th century Russia in this story. The social class had the power to dictate how someone saw themselves and what their future would hold. This peasant, Paham, he led a very simple life as a peasant, as a farmer. But then he wants to uplift his status and become a wealthy landowner. He gets that. He gets that, and he feels that once he is wealthy, he'll have control over his future. And then nobody will talk of his humble birth. सोशल क्लास जो है, पैसा जो है व्यक्ति को करप्ट कर सकता है। 19th सेंचुरी का जो पिक्चर है वो कोई भी जगह का हो सकता है, कोई भी देश का हो सकता है। ये दर्शाता है कि किस तरह की सोसाइटी में एक क्लास जब बन जाती है तो व्यक्ति अपना फ्यूचर सुरक्षित पाता है। जितना वो वेल्दी होता जाता है, जितना अमीर हो जाता है, उसे लगता है कि उसका फ्यूचर बहुत कंट्रोल में है, और उसकी ये जो हम्बल बर्थ है, वो जहाँ जन्म हुआ है, अगर साधारण जन्म है तो वो एक लखपति करोड़पति के रूप में ही वो जाना जाए। अब the main thing is there is this supernatural uh, interference in the story. There is a devil, and you see, greed is one of the 7 deadly sins in Christianity. So Tolstoy has brought this religious element also in the form of almost a folk tale, where he says that there is this power of the supernatural forces and this which can control us. Although death is inevitable, but then we tend to give in to these sins, which is why uh, we reach that doom, we reach that state where we lose control over ourselves. जो ईश्वरीय शक्ति है वो कंट्रोल करती है ह्यूमन बींग्स को, एंड ये जो शक्ति है टॉल्स्टॉय ने डेविल के रूप में इस कहानी में बड़ी अच्छी तरह से मॉरल के रूप में दर्शाया है। लालच जो है एक बहुत बड़ा सिन है, एक बहुत बड़ा पाप है, और इसी को हम यहाँ पे इसी का इलस्ट्रेशन देखते हैं, इसी को बहुत खूबसूरती से राइटर ने दर्शाया। Here are some question and answers. If you read the story unit-wise, carefully after the skimming part, look for the questions which you can answer and answer in complete sentences only. What are the advantages of town life compared to the city life as listed in the story? So you'll find in Unit 1 a comparison of the town life, the city life by the two sisters. And that is how the subject of greed comes up in the story. The second question is almost an objective one, a one word answer, but don't answer in one word. Who would Paham not fear if he had enough land? You all know the answer, but you have to answer in a complete sentence. Unless and until you have multiple choice answer questions, objective type answer questions, don't try answering in one word. Answer in a complete sentence. How did he become the owner of a piece of land? पहले लैंड को कैसे ओन किया उसने? Fine, from the first woman. Why did he move to a new place? Second piece of second जो जगह शिफ्ट करी उसने, तो वहां पे क्यों गया और वहां क्या पाया? Why did he go to the land of the Bashkirs? Ultimately land of the Bashkirs में क्यों गया? And उसकी क्या डील हुई बशकीर चीफ से? What was his deal with the Bashkir chief? Describe Pahan's dream. And finally, how much land did he get? And how much did he actually need? You find the answers. You have these questions. Try answering them only after reading the story at least 3 times. Right? Answer the last question is an essay type question. So you'll have to answer along with the summary of the story. Read, read and read as I've told you again and again. Thank you. Have a nice day.